My beloved child, listen carefully to the words I am about to speak. This is no longer the time to hesitate or turn back. I have placed a sacred responsibility upon your shoulders, a mission only you can fulfill, and the season has come for you to carry it out. Before this week closes, you must be ready to obey. I am not pressing you with force. I am urging you because the time is ripe, and the doors now opening will not wait for indecision. Do you not see it? Among all the smiling faces, countless souls are quietly breaking. People pass through your life in silence, carrying questions no one answers, wounds no one touches, and cries for help that echo only within themselves. They do not scream, rebel, or beg, but they are waiting. They are waiting for someone sensitive enough to perceive what their eyes are truly saying, for a heart tender enough to hear what they cannot put into words. And you, yes, you, are the one I am calling to rise up in this very hour. I know you have withdrawn, out of fear of being hurt, out of weariness, out of doubt that you could help anyone while still fighting your own battles. But my child, it is precisely the wounds you carry that make you the most effective instrument in my hands. Because you have suffered, you understand pain. Because you were once lost, you know how to guide others back. Do not wait until you feel perfectly strong to move forward. Walk even in your trembling, for my grace will strengthen you. The people you encounter this week are not there by chance. I have arranged it. Every conversation, every glance, every seemingly ordinary moment has been purposefully set in place from above. You do not need to prepare a long sermon. All that is required is for you to open your heart and show up fully with true love. You will see my power working through your gentleness. A sincere question, an encouraging smile, a timely embrace. These are the miracles I use to heal souls bleeding within. I have declared, and if anyone gives even a cup of cold water to one of these little ones because he is my disciple, truly I tell you, that person will certainly not lose their reward. Matthew 10:42. Therefore, do not underestimate the small things you do in love. They may be the very seeds that save a dying soul. You do not know how many times the person you are about to meet has thought of giving up, or whether the words you speak might be the last bridge keeping them from the abyss. But I know, and I have chosen you. My child, this is not merely an invitation. It is an urgent plea. I see hearts breaking, and I cannot stand by while you, the bearer of my light, walk past them as if they were unseen. You may be the last person they meet with a shred of hope, the final spark in their darkness. So do not rush. Slow your steps. Look carefully. Pray unceasingly. Listen more deeply, and be ready to become the answer to someone's silent cry. You will be amazed to discover how a single kind word from you can soothe pain that has lingered for decades. You may never fully see the results in a fleeting moment, but in heaven, every tear you wipe away and every loneliness you share will be recorded. Nothing you do in my name is meaningless. Every act of love is multiplied in my hands like the loaves and fishes. If you are afraid, remember, you are never alone. I will walk with you, place words on your lips, pour love into your heart, and uphold you when you grow weak. I do not need you to be perfect. I only need you to be willing. Do not disqualify yourself because you think you are not enough. It is precisely in your weakness that my grace is made perfect. Go, and you will see that every step you take is sheltered by heaven's care. My beloved child, this is the sacred moment I have set for you to act. Let the light within you shine into the darkest corners. Let my love flow through you like a stream refreshing a barren field. When you look back, you will see that this week was not merely a passing of days, but a divine plan fulfilled through the obedience of one small, faith-filled soul. You, my beloved child, must remember something important. The souls I want you to reach are not always easy to recognize. They aren't necessarily the ones weeping openly or raising their hands for help. True pain often hides itself well behind bright eyes, a forced smile, or tough words spoken in self-defense. You must learn to look beyond appearances and see with the eyes of compassion I have placed within you. I have given you the gift of deep empathy, a heart that trembles at what no one else notices. Do not keep this gift hidden. Use it. When others see someone who seems fine, you feel the trembling within them. When others hear a strong voice, you detect the cracks of unhealed wounds. Do not dismiss these impressions, for they are the promptings of the Spirit. You were created not merely to exist, but to discern. Not simply to hear, but to listen deeply. Not only to glance, but to truly see. This is why I allowed you to walk through difficult seasons. Your past wounds were not meaningless. They trained you to be sensitive to the pain of others. They taught you that what people need most is not always a solution, but someone willing to step into the darkness with them and stay. There are people you're about to meet who will never say, "I need help." They will keep smiling and seeming fine, but inside they are breaking. You are the one I am sending. Do not wait for them to cry out. Reach out first. Let your gentleness be a place they can rest, and your presence a safe haven. I did not choose you because you are perfect. I chose you because you are willing and equipped. Do not demand to understand everything. Sometimes all it takes is for you to look into someone's eyes and sincerely ask, "Are you really okay?" In that moment, a wall built over years can crumble. Believe that the small things you do in spiritual sensitivity will bring great change. Believe that your fragility will be the very place my power is revealed most strongly. I do not act through the strength of the flesh, but through the simple obedience of a trusting heart. Do not hesitate when you feel weak, for when I am weak, then I am strong. 2 Corinthians 12:10. My child, I have called you for such moments, not to stand out, but to reach, not to display yourself, but to bring others home, not to be praised, but to love in silence. And in that silence, you will see heaven shaken. You may not see results right away or receive thanks. Those you help may never mention it again, but I see. I record every act in the eternal memory of heaven. In my kingdom, nothing done in love is ever in vain. Therefore, do not doubt your gift. Do not fear that you are too sensitive or think your feelings are just imagined. It is I who place those intuitions in your heart. It is I who causes your heart to ache when you pass a soul bleeding within. When someone says, "I'm fine," yet you discern their soul crying out, that is heaven's alarm sounding. That is your call to action. Do not ignore it. You hold the key to open the door of hope for locked hearts. You are the one I have chosen to draw near to those closed off from the world. Though you come quietly, I will make your presence echo within them as a call to awakening. Let me do my work through you. You need only step forward with a tender heart, and I will perform the miracle. I will cause barren places to blossom, hearts of stone to grow tender, and weary souls to come alive. You were created for moments like these, not by chance, but by design. Walk forward with courage. Use the gift I have placed in you. Be the one who sees what others cannot, and love in ways others dare not. For there, in the midst of hidden sorrows and silent spaces, is where I want you to be. It is there you will see my power shining most brilliantly through you. My beloved child, open your heart and let my words soak into every breath you take. What I am about to speak will shape this week and perhaps the future of souls you will encounter. The task before you may not be acknowledged or celebrated by people, but in my eyes, it carries eternal worth. Not every noble work is done from a pulpit or under a spotlight. Some are fulfilled in silence, where you give unconditional love, extend your hand without expecting thanks, and quietly offer yourself to build something everlasting. This week is not a random sequence of days. Every moment of the next 7 days has been arranged by me with precision. What seem like chance encounters are, in fact, appointments set by heaven. The people you will reach are not just individuals. They are souls carrying destinies that impact families and generations. You are the one I have sent to shake the unseen walls holding them back. Do not think your words are insignificant or your gestures trivial. Every action done in my name with true love holds the power to redirect a life. You cannot see the full depth of your influence, but I see it. I know exactly where each soul you meet stands. Some are only a single thought away from the abyss. Some need only one word of hope to turn around. Some are at their end, and you are the final lifeline they can grasp. You are the vessel of mercy I have prepared. You are not merely a passerby. You are positioned to sow the seed of life. You are the lighthouse I have raised in the storm of human existence so that lost ships may find their way home. Most importantly, the light does not come from you. It comes from me within you. Therefore, do not fear when you feel small, for I am the Great One who lives in you. I have placed within you the voice of truth, a necessary echo in this chaotic age. The world is filled with the noise of deceit, condemnation, and despair, but your voice, refined in the stillness with me, will resound like fire in the darkness. Do not underestimate its quiet power. Precisely because this world is accustomed to clamor, the peace within you will strike like thunder. Do not be afraid if the truth you speak unsettles those in the shadows. I did not send you to please people, but to glorify my name. Remember, you do not walk alone. Every step is upheld by heaven, every word guided by the Spirit. Every moment you feel insufficient, I will be your sufficiency. When you feel lonely, I am beside you. When you feel lost, listen for my whisper. I am going before you, showing the way. I know you do not seek the crowd and prefer to remain behind the scenes. But now I am bringing you to a place where silence is no longer an option, where you must speak, not from compulsion, but from a love burning within you. What you carry is the treasure of all the times I have redeemed, healed, and upheld you. Now you must share it. Those who hear you may not yet believe in me. They may be angry, disoriented, or in denial. Do not retreat. They do not need a sermon. They need someone who truly cares. They need someone willing to sit with them in their pain, unafraid to weep with them in their collapse, someone whose light is strong enough not to be overcome by their darkness. You are the one I have chosen for that role. My beloved, I speak this not to place a burden on you, but to remind you of the glory hidden in obedience. When you walk faithfully, even the smallest act stirs spiritual waves unseen by the human eye. A quiet prayer can rescue a soul from death. A timely embrace can hold a heart together. A sincere gaze can shatter the iron walls someone has built. Believe that I have already prepared everything. The words you will speak, the meetings I have arranged, and the soil of the hearts you will encounter. You only need to walk forward in trust. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be faithful. This week you will not live for yourself. You will live as one who is sent, a bearer of fire, oil, and light. If you are faithful, you will see life spring from places that seemed long dead. You will see hope rise in extinguished hearts, and you will see yourself transformed in the process. My child, you are my answer to someone's silent prayer. Do not remain silent. Do not delay. Go love. Believe I am with you in every step, every word, every day. I, the one who began this good work in you, will bring it to completion in ways you cannot imagine. Be strong and obedient. Allow me to use you for wonders far beyond your sight. When you look back, you will know this week was an eternal moment, woven by the obedience of an ordinary person carrying an extraordinary mission. You are that person. The time has come. My beloved, be still. Let your heart settle like calm waters before the dawn. In the midst of life's noise and the rush of demands, a voice, gentle yet stronger than all, seeks to enter your spirit. It is my voice, the voice of the one who called you from darkness, who knows every secret of your heart, who loved you before you even existed. If you will pause and listen deeply, you will recognize that I am still whispering to you each day. I do not shout or push my way in, yet I never cease to speak. My voice is like the morning breath, like the dew falling quietly on the leaves. If you open your heart, you will see I am still guiding you step by step along a path only I can see. You do not need to do something grand to prove your worth. I have never required you to be perfect. I do not ask you to build a dazzling image or project an appearance of confidence. The only thing I call for is obedience, sincere, unembellished, holding nothing back. I am not calling you to act in your own strength. On the contrary, I invite you to let go of striving so you may take hold of my supernatural power. In the very place you are weakest, I will reveal my strength most clearly. When you have nothing left to boast in, my glory shines brightest. I will turn the impossible into possibility. I will use your simplicity to bring about extraordinary results. You may say, Lord, I am not eloquent, I am clumsy. But remember Moses, who said his lips were slow, yet he was the one I chose to speak to Pharaoh. You may say, I am too weak, I am too afraid. But look at Gideon, who hid in a winepress, yet I used him as a warrior to defeat a mighty army. You only need to be willing. Each morning, whisper in your heart, Lord, today I am not enough, but you are. I do not know the way, but you do. I have no strength, but you are my strength. When you offer your heart to me, I will transform that simple gift into the substance of miracles. You will not walk alone. I go before you, walk beside you, come behind you, and dwell within you, working through every word, every glance, and every small act of love. Do not compare yourself with anyone else. You were never created to be a copy. You are a unique design of heaven, intricately woven for the very role I have set apart for you. You carry a voice, a way of feeling, and a way of loving that I engraved especially for you. This world does not need another imitation. It needs you, walking in my power with a genuine, tender heart. I know there will be times when you stumble, feel small, or doubt your calling. But my child, every time you fall, I am still there. My eyes never leave you. Even when you feel unworthy, I still call you chosen. I did not choose you because you would never make mistakes, but because I knew that with every fall, you would lift your eyes again and continue to walk with hope. Beloved, what I desire to accomplish through you comes not from extraordinary effort, but from simple surrender. When you allow me to lead, you will witness wonders. A simple prayer can open the way for a life to be redeemed. One act of kindness can be the key for someone to rediscover hope. One moment of compassionate listening can mark the beginning of healing. Remember, what I do through you will go far beyond your imagination. The impact of a loving act in my name never ends in a moment. It ripples outward like circles on water, reaching beyond time and space, touching souls you may never know. I see it, I remember it, and I reward it. So, my dear one, do not let your smallness hinder the greatness I long to accomplish. Do not wait until you feel good enough. The greatest preparation lies not in skill, but in willingness, and that you already have. Now I ask only this: will you dare to trust me enough to step out today, even without seeing the whole picture? Believe and take the step. Offer each morning to me that I may turn it into a melody of grace. Offer each conversation that I may pour life into it. Offer every tear that I may water seeds of hope. Offer your worries, for I long to replace them with peace. Live each day as one who is called. For you are the one I have chosen, not tomorrow, not next year, but today, this very moment. I, who called you, will be faithful to complete it. You do not have to strive to be chosen. You are chosen. Simply walk in step with my voice. One day you will look back and realize it was in those seemingly ordinary days that I wrote eternal history through the quiet surrender of a heart that chose to listen. And that heart, my child, was yours. My beloved child, when you walk through difficult days, darkness will sometimes draw near, not from the outside, but from within. Fear will whisper that you are not good enough, that you will fail, that your mission is too great. Doubt will creep in, blurring your vision. Then weariness, silent and heavier than stone, will lay upon your shoulders, making each step sluggish. In those moments, you will feel lost, as though everything I promised was just a distant dream. But my child, when hope seems gone, stop. Close your eyes and let your heart grow still. In the quietest place of your soul, you will discover one unchanging truth: I am still there. I do not leave when you doubt, turn away when you tremble, or abandon you when you are weary. It is in your weakness that I draw nearer than ever. Remember my promise. Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. Hold on to that word as a rope pulling you from the abyss of doubt. I do not just stand behind you, I go before you to make a way. I have already set foot in the places you have yet to go and prepared an escape from the trials you fear. I am the one who never sleeps, never neglects, and never forgets my promise. Not only do I go before you, but I also walk with you. When you weep and no one understands, I wipe your tears. When you are too weary to speak, I listen to the voice of your heart. When you do not know how to pray, my spirit intercedes for you. I am not a distant God, I am Emmanuel, God with you. And my child, the greatest wonder is this: I do not merely walk beside you, I dwell within you. The breath you carry is a sign of my life. When you walk in faith, it is I walking through you. When you love, it is my love flowing through you. Therefore, do not be deceived by feelings. There will be days you do not feel my presence. But faith is not built on feelings, it is built on truth. And the truth is this: I will not leave you. Not when you stumble, not when you are weak, not when you fall. My presence depends not on your emotions, but on the covenant sealed by the blood of my Son. Perhaps you think, but I am too small, I have nothing of worth. Yet it is in the small and humble that my power shines brightest. As Paul wrote, "For when I am weak, then I am strong." 2 Corinthians 12, verse 10. True strength comes not from your perfection, but from your surrender. I require only a willing, trusting heart. When you walk with the awareness that I am within you, circumstances cease to be hindrances and become opportunities for me to reveal my glory. When others panic, you will bring peace. When others despair, you will sow hope. When others retreat, you will stand firm, not because you are strong, but because I am strong within you. My child, remain faithful even when you do not understand. Take one step at a time. Even when the path is dark, I only ask you to take my hand today. You may be in a season of dryness where your prayers seem to vanish. But remember, my silence is not my absence. It is the time I am working behind the scenes, shaping you, deepening our bond, and preparing circumstances. I am with you. I am walking through your night. I hold your hand in the moments no one else sees, and I will lead you out of that darkness. Not only so you may see the light, but so you may become a light for others. Though the earth may quake, I, the one who created heaven and earth, still hold you in arms that will never let go. One day, you will see that it was precisely in the moments you thought you were lost, precisely when you felt everything collapsing, that I was laying the strongest foundation of your life. For I never abandon the one I have called by name, and you are that one. You are chosen, loved, and kept forever. My beloved child, receive each moment as a pure note in the melody of your life, a song woven by my own hand. Within the tapestry of your calling, every thread, however fragile, carries immeasurable worth, for it is woven from my grace. There are moments that appear utterly simple, the smile of a friend, the understanding nod of a colleague, the sudden brightening of a stranger's eyes when you offer silent encouragement. These may seem like fleeting fragments, but I tell you, nothing is accidental. Nothing is trivial when I am at work. The light I pour through you, even for a moment, can ignite hope in hearts that thought their flame had died. Your actions, no matter how small, carry the weight of eternity. When you yield to my quiet urging and speak the honest words I place within you, I am laying the groundwork for changes far beyond your sight. Do not hesitate if your words are few. I do not demand eloquence, I desire trust and truth. When I nudge you to listen, stop and turn to the one before you with your whole attention, so their soul no longer cries unheard. Do not overlook a hand on the shoulder, an embrace, or a shared gaze. Sometimes, your very presence offered wholly is the only medicine strong enough to heal a weary heart. Love without hesitation, like a bird spreading its wings. Let that love reach the souls who shrink back in fear, believing no one cares. Forgive freely, like a stream flowing over dry stones, carrying away the past so that those entangled in resentment may be set free. Give generously, a smile, a word of praise, a song of encouragement. Even simple words can warm a heart. Walk with courage like a warrior confident in his armor. Do not fear the shadows in others, for my light shining through you will scatter the fog. You may not see the road ahead, but I have gone before you, preparing the way. Trust what I am doing through your life, even when you cannot see the results. Perhaps today only one person notices your kindness, but thousands of unseen spirits are watching every act and word. Hear me, my beloved. I do not need you to accomplish great things in the world's eyes. I only ask that you remain attentive to my call and accept the humble place you may consider lowly. For in that very humility I will reveal my greatness. Every word you speak at my prompting, every ear you lend when I urge, every act of love and mercy will be sealed with eternity's mark. When you grow weary, when worries surround you, look back at the moments you obeyed with a sincere heart. Remind yourself of the times I showed my power, healed wounds, and brought light. Those days are your proof that you are never walking alone. My child, continue weaving the tapestry of covenant with me. Do not hesitate when I place a word on your heart or an impulse within you. Simply obey, and I will do the rest, transforming ordinary moments into doors that open onto eternity. Let my light and love shine through you, illuminating every dark corner of another's heart. Become my witness, not through loud proclamations, but through a small heart that dares to rise beyond its limits. Every step will carry the imprint of blessing, and every breath will become a hymn of my grace. Walk on, my beloved child, in complete obedience. Let ordinary moments be transformed into the extraordinary. When you look back, you will see that your life has been the most wondrous story I have ever told. A story of faith, love, and transformation rising from the smallest things. You are not merely living for today, you are shaping eternity. My beloved child, as you journey, figures will brush past your life without speaking. Their hearts are crying out, but they do not lift their hands for help or shout for attention. Deep within, they groan under an invisible weight. Open the eyes of your heart to perceive their fragile signals. The fleeting glance of one who believes they are unnoticed. The subtle bend of shoulders pressed down by hidden burdens. The hesitant steps lingering at the edge of the path. I send you to them as a quiet watcher, not to judge but to heal. Walk toward them with the heart of grace I have folded into your own. When you stand beside them, pause. Place your hand upon their shoulder as you would set your foot on holy ground. Let your voice stir their hearts with tender, unadorned, and true words. No fine speeches are needed. Only the simple assurance, I am here, can melt the ice that has frozen their soul. When you sit beside them, do not rush to answer. Simply listen. Listen to their breathing, their rhythm, the heavy silences where grief dwells. Let every sense become a mirror of my heart, so that each gesture and gentle touch echoes my comfort, like cool water refreshing the hidden roots of a smile. My call to you is not in clamor, but in the steady beat of my heart flowing through you, soft and strong at once, sweeping away the shards of despair. Allow my mercy to pour forth in its most natural form. Your sincerity alone will break the walls of ice and open the gates for grace. You are not merely one who extends a hand, you are my hands. You are not merely one who speaks, you are my voice. You are the safe dwelling place I have prepared for souls wandering in the wilderness. Let your presence speak for itself, declaring that they are not alone, that a light pierces the darkness, and that a gentle whisper soothes them. I will not forsake you. Let your eyes affirm, I see you. Let your smile confirm, I understand. Let your hands declare, I will remain with you. When you see hope flicker within them, you will realize it is not your effort, but my miracle working through you. Be a refuge for the lost, a harbor for the weary, a shelter for the lonely. As you pour out love, you will receive it in abundance. I do not compel by power, I persuade by grace. I do not demand you do everything. I invite you to share the burden through faith. I do not expect perfection. I only ask for willingness. With every step you take toward those restless hearts, you are standing where I am preparing an overflow of grace. Let the boundaries between you dissolve, so that in that sacred instant, there is no giver and no receiver, only the love that binds two souls. When you depart, you may not know how many lives were saved. You will only know that I used you to write a new story for them, a story of compassion, hope, and boundless love. This is the eternal mission I entrust to you, so you may understand that no one passes through your life without meaning, and every soul you touch is a testament to my everlasting mercy. My beloved, listen. The things you do in silence are most cherished by me. Every hidden prayer, every quiet gesture of love, every tear shed in intercession, none are forgotten. In the secret place where you think no one sees, I am recording every act of devotion. When the appointed time comes, I will draw from the treasury of heaven to reward your labors before the host of angels. Never count the eyes of the world, for the glory I bestow surpasses all human praise. It will be engraved forever on the eternal scroll. My child, there will be seasons when you must sow in tears, nights when you weep in worry. Yet I assure you, every sacrifice will ripen into a harvest of joy. When you see a smile bloom because you encouraged them, or witness a hopeless soul sing a new song, you will realize your tears were not in vain, but became living water for new life. It is in the moments you feel most exhausted that the seeds of faith take root in the hearts you have touched. I know you sometimes ask, is my labor worth it? Does anyone remember? Will I ever see the fruit? I declare to you, every step you take in obedience is never meaningless. Every prayer whispered in weakness, every moment you choose to trust me, is laying the foundation of my kingdom. You may not see the harvest yet, but I see the seeds you planted long ago. It is I who causes them to grow and tend to each shoot. When my day comes, I will make the entire field burst forth. The work I entrust to you is not simple. It will stretch your heart, pulling you beyond your protective walls. It will lead you into trials, times when patience runs dry, when the love you offer is misunderstood or met with indifference, when your faith wavers. Yet I do not send you into this battle to collapse, but so you may discover my hand lifting you. Only through trial will you uncover true endurance and awaken a love stronger than words. Do not forget the gifts, longings, and hidden capacities I placed within you from the beginning for this very day. When you feel weary, remember the grace I have poured into you. This work is not meant to confine your smallness, but to honor your obedience. So, continue to sow seeds, whether in rain or drought. Sow even in tears, for in those tears lies the grace that refreshes the barren field. Stretch out your hand to others even when you are faltering. Lift your prayers in the quiet of night, for it is in the darkness that my light shines most powerfully. What you do in secret will shine openly. What you sow in sorrow will blossom into joy. The hardships and trials are all contributing to the great, timeless work I am building. Trust that I have set a flame in your heart, so you may be a torch that never goes out. It is precisely in your greatest weakness that my power will shine forth, turning every difficulty into a foundation and every tear into a well of hope. Therefore, keep moving forward, my beloved, with steadfast courage. Let every sacrifice become the seed of the magnificent life I am shaping. When the abundant harvest comes, you will raise the song of victory with me, praising the redemption and boundless love given only to those who trust completely. My beloved child, when you feel loneliness, like a thick curtain shutting you from the light, Remember, I never leave you, not for a single breath. I am present in every beat of your heart, in every breeze, in every ray of dawn. Even when you do not feel me, I am there, upholding you with unchanging love. When you are crushed by barren voices whispering that you are unworthy, weak, or too full of mistakes, recall that I named you from the beginning of the world. I called you by your true name, not failure or unwanted, but my beloved child. That name carries eternal worth. No matter how many times you stumble, my name still declares you chosen, cherished by a love that asks for nothing in return. When the weight on your shoulders feels like invisible stones, responsibilities, sorrows, or the expectations of others, remember that I, the Creator, hold all things in my hands, from the rhythm of the stars to the fall of a leaf. I will never abandon you to a burden too great for your strength. I invite you to pause, place these cares into my hands, and rest in my embrace. Draw from the inexhaustible strength that flows from me. Allow me to renew you when you are exhausted, when your soul is numb, when your heart is restless. I will anoint your head with fresh oil. As Scripture says, I give new strength to the weary. In my arms you will be restored, lifted from despair into a fierce, living hope. Let me guide you when you feel lost in the maze of choices. I will shine before you like the morning star, opening the right way and leading you into peace. Do not mistake my silence for absence. I am never silent. Even now, in this sacred moment, I am whispering to your soul, gently touching the hidden corners within you, filling you with a peace the world cannot give. It is a peace like a cool spring in a barren desert, reviving withered branches and making flowers bloom in the garden of your heart. Can you feel the warmth of my love enveloping you? It is not a fleeting sensation, but a steady state, a shelter you may find whenever life's storms press in. Let this presence become the unshakable foundation of your soul, an inexhaustible source of strength that empowers you to run the path of faith. When you touch the depths of my mercy, you will be able to share it with those who thirst for hope. Do not forget, you are not the creator of that peace, but the bearer of it. The lamp I have set on a stand so its light may never be extinguished, so the voice declaring, I will not abandon you, may echo. So close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply and listen. I am speaking to you. I am walking beside you. I am giving you strength, gifts, and hope. I will not leave you alone, let you lose your way, or let you collapse. All I ask is that you trust me and stretch out your hand to take mine. I will lift you up. Step forward, my beloved, with a heart full of trust and eyes fixed on me. You will no longer be lonely, weak, or lost. For I, the Eternal One, am with you right now and for every day that follows. My beloved, let these words be etched deep into your soul. You were never created to settle for comfort within the dangerous safety of complacency. I fashioned you with a courageous heart, a frame brimming with life, and a sacred flame that cannot be extinguished. From the beginning, you were filled with the power of the Spirit, so you may step into life unafraid, with feet that carry a warrior's stride, lips that proclaim unshakable truth, and hands open to receive the blessings I have prepared. You were made to shine like the dawn that drives away the night, to let your voice resound like a bell awakening souls from dark dreams. You were made to enter this life not as one who shrinks into the shadows, but as one who lifts a banner high against the wind. If you ever thought faith is only a refuge for the weak, I will show you the opposite. Strong faith is the shield that protects you, the torch that lights your path, and the victor's battle cry. When you take hold of the power I grant, you walk through every trial with calmness, not because you trust in yourself, but because you trust in the Almighty, who clothes you in righteousness. Remember, I do not give you ease or idle days. I give you the authority of an honorable shepherd, that you may lead the flock through green pastures and guide lost souls toward the waters of life. I have placed a noble responsibility within your heart, not just to live for yourself, but to be a messenger of hope, a hand that lifts the weary, and a voice that brings peace. Therefore, do not let compromise or guilt bind you in weakness. Do not let hesitation hinder your steps. In the power I give you, you are able not only to withstand the storm, but to command the winds and waves to be still. You are able not only to resist darkness, but to shine the light of truth into the deepest night. You are able not only to accept praise, but also to say no to sin, to deceit, to everything that seeks to invade your heart. You are not merely a follower. You are a leader, a foundation layer, an opener of the gates of grace for all who walk after you. Let your perseverance touch those exhausted in the race, bringing them from the valley of despair to the mountain of hope. Let your courage become a shield for the lonely and warmth for those shivering in doubt. Let my power flow through your every word and gesture, so whoever meets you may recognize that a supernatural strength walks with you. This is the time to rise. This is the moment to step forth in the authority I have engraved within you, the authority to shatter chains of fear and turn tears into songs of triumph. Answer this call with fierce determination and a burning desire to serve. As you move forward, you will realize your life is not just your own story, but part of my great plan of redemption. You are not just a passerby. You are an eternal spark. Let your footsteps be engraved in the heart of humanity, so that wherever you pause, my love is spread and wounds are healed. You were created to blaze forth in power, to live fully, and to never accept mediocrity. Now rise. Lift up this declaration. I am not timid. I am a child of the Almighty. I am not fearful. I am one set aflame by faith. I am not insignificant. I am the candle that lights the way. I am not alone. I am part of the army carrying grace. From that moment, you will no longer walk in shadows, but advance along the holy path, surrounded by victory. Rise up, my beloved, and proclaim the power I have entrusted to you. Step forth so the world may see you are not ordinary, but a living witness to the glorious message of God. But my child, never compare yourself to anyone else. Every person in my kingdom has a unique position and mission, and yours is not a copy of another's. The moment you glance to the left or right, you will stumble into jealousy and doubt. You will see others appear more prominent, gifted, or successful. Little by little, you will forget the word I have spoken. Before I formed you, I knew you. I appointed you. Jeremiah 1:5. You were not created to chase achievements, but to conquer the realm I have given to you. Do not use the world's measure to determine your work's worth. At times, you will see others accomplish great, resounding deeds, and you may ask, is my effort insignificant? Has he forgotten me? Yet I tell you, I have entrusted you with a sacred portion of work, a task no one else can fulfill. Perhaps that work is just an introduction, a word of encouragement, a comforting embrace, or a moment of silent listening. Things the world deems too small to matter. But in my hands, they carry the power to build for eternity. I have placed a gift in your hands, a holy responsibility entrusted with full confidence. You alone carry the unique blend of ability, experience, and compassion required for this mission. Be faithful to what I have given you. Do not be distracted by the achievements of others or deceived by the applause of society. You may grow weary, but do not cease in your faithfulness. Every step of obedience is a brick laid in my kingdom's foundation. Fix your eyes on me. Do not glance to the sides. When your gaze rests on mine, you will see your burdens lifted. Trust me to care for the vast work you cannot see, the things I am working out in silence. You need not carry the weight of everything. Let me bear the heavier load while you focus on doing your part with zeal and faith. Even if the beginning feels difficult, do not let despair consume you. When a trembling yes escapes your lips, remember that sound is more precious to me than any melody. That uncertain yes holds power in my hands, not because of your words' force, but because your heart is willing to surrender. Each yes marks a trace of faith in the eternal book. So continue in faithfulness. Walk with courage, for you do not walk alone. I am guiding, shielding, and lifting you. Be the one who keeps promises in silence, nurtures hope in others, and bears witness to my unfailing love. Do not compare yourself. Trust the mission I have given you and let me complete the rest. You were created to live fully and radiantly. Walk in that great joy, for I delight in your yes, my beloved child. In this noisy world, many hearts long to be seen and understood, yet they do not cry out. They only wait, hoping for a discerning gaze, sensitive enough to recognize the silent signs, an averted glance, a fragile smile that fails to reach the eyes, a trembling "I'm fine" uttered from quivering lips. Do not stop at their words. Listen to the rhythm of their hearts, for within lie restrained longings and wounds yet to heal. My spirit will be your support, urging you forward, even when you hesitate. You will know the moment has come when the inner call surges powerfully, when your soul trembles at another's hidden need. Let words of life burst forth like a stream breaking free, washing away despair and sowing seeds of hope in barren ground. Remind them my love is not a theory, but a living reality revealed in your gestures. You are loved, you will say. You are not alone, you will whisper. These words, soft as silk, hold the power to dissolve scars buried deep in the heart. Do not rely on words alone. Let your very presence bear witness to my power. A tender gaze, a warm hand clasp, a whispered prayer, each can become an open door for grace, a spark to awaken trust. Be patient with their journey. Not every wound heals swiftly. Like a sower, you must wait, water, and tend the garden of their heart without haste. Even when you do not see flowers unfurl, trust that I am at work. Every step is recorded in heaven's book. When the appointed time comes, you will share in the abundant harvest. Hearts redeemed, souls revived, lives rekindled. So, my child, open your heart to the silent cries around you. Persist in watching closely, listening deeply, speaking words that heal, and letting my spirit guide you. You will not be disappointed, for I will fulfill my part through you. Walk in peace, for that peace will flow from you. Believe, love, and wait. Let me reveal myself through your life. You are the channel of grace I have chosen, pouring refreshment into the desert and opening a new dawn for those awaiting a miracle. My beloved child, pause and set aside everything occupying your mind. In this stillness, I, the Creator, your Father full of mercy, am bending down to speak. Not through the thunder or the crashing waves, but through a gentle breath, a holy whisper that pierces every barrier. In this silence, I reveal the hidden ache within my own heart, a sorrow born from love for my children who wander lost in the shadows. My heart is heavy for the countless souls I fashioned so wondrously, those I named before creation, those I loved in their mother's womb. Yet now, they are astray. They do not know me. They live as if I do not exist, turning their backs on the very source of their life. They walk this world searching for belonging, for something to fill the invisible emptiness. But the farther they go, the more confused they become. The more they open their hearts to the world, the deeper the world carves wounds no human hand can heal. These children, even if they deny my presence, are still my precious creations. I formed each one in secret, none is an accident. Each is a masterpiece painted by my boundless love. Yet they do not know this. Their eyes have not seen the light. Their ears have not heard my call. They walk without knowing their destination. They long for love but seek it in places where only wounds await, where exploitation wears the mask of kindness. They give their hearts to toxic bonds and empty promises, then force a smile to carry on, even as their souls fracture. They build their lives on the sand of fame, wealth, status, and pleasure, things that shimmer and then vanish like smoke. They imagine that if only they had enough money, they would find peace, or if they achieved success, they would feel loved. Yet when night falls and the music fades, they must face the truth. Their souls are empty. My child, that emptiness is a space only I can fill. Nothing else can replace my presence in their hearts. For this reason, I am calling you, the child I have trusted and prepared, to carry the light to them. You do not need lofty words. I only ask you to be present, to love, to open your heart. It is I who will act through you. When you come with a gentle gaze, they will feel me. When you listen without judgment and pray without rushing, they will know I am real. I do not ask you to change them at once. I only ask you to plant a seed of hope, acceptance, and unconditional love. I will do the rest. Remember, great transformation begins with small acts. A timely embrace, a sincere word of concern, a hand held. These are sacred acts when done in my name. You cannot know how many souls are saved by a gentle word. Be attentive, my beloved. Do not overlook the averted eyes or the subtle signs of a heart crying out. My spirit will show you who needs a word, a presence, a spark. Do not underestimate the power of saying, I see you. Sometimes that phrase alone keeps someone holding on. When you are weary, return to me. Let me fill you with new strength. You are the channel for a flow from heaven that will never run dry if you remain connected to me. So keep loving, keep listening, keep being present. Even if you see no results, even if no thanks are spoken, still, you must sow. I am the one who makes the seed grow. One day, you will see that everything you did out of love was remembered and woven into the glorious story of redemption. Be steadfast and faithful. I am still seeking the children I created, and I am sending you to tell them their Father is still waiting. My beloved child, open your eyes and look with mercy. All around you, countless souls are withering. It is not their bodies that collapse, but their spirits that shrivel, lose their way, and step quietly toward eternity without realizing it. They live without knowing why, their spirits locked in darkness, numb to the sacred. Some have rejected my name, not because they are hardened, but because the image of me has been twisted by pain and falsehood. They do not see a God of compassion, only a figure painted with bitterness. They have heard my name shouted in wars, condemnation, and judgment. My name has been used to justify hatred and enforce division, and so they turn away. My child, some once cried out to me but received only silence from those claiming to be my people. When they trembled, no one reached out. When they wept, no one brought them light. They sought my children, but found only heartless doctrines, distant eyes, and cold indifference. They concluded, if this is the people of God, then God himself must be just as cold. Other souls have been taught by the world that they are unworthy of love. They have been judged, rejected, and despised until they believe they are detestable. Then they project that belief onto me, convinced I too would reject them. They cannot believe there is one who accepts them fully. And my child, others still have never heard a single word of truth simply because no one has gone into that dark land carrying the light. That is why I call you. Not because you are perfect or eloquent, but because you are willing, because your heart still trembles at others' pain, because your mercy has not frozen over. I need you to speak. Tell them I am not the distorted image they saw. I am not the God of cold judgment or forsaking silence. I am the Father, the one who always takes the first step in love. I am the one who wept at Lazarus' death, who stooped to wash his betrayer's feet, and who opened his heart to forgive those who nailed him to the cross. Tell them my grace is greater than the darkest past. No one is too far gone to return, too defiled to be made clean, or beyond the reach of divine love. Show them through your life that there is another way, a way that leads to life, open through mercy and overflowing with forgiveness. Do not merely speak. Intercede for them with tears. Cry out to heaven on their behalf. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. James 5:16. You will never know how your quiet prayers may hold someone back from the edge. Perhaps today they are ready to give up, but in that very moment, your intercession is brought before my throne. I send my angels, calm their hearts, and kindle hope from the smallest spark. Therefore, do not despise your presence or think your voice too small. When you stand under the Spirit's leading, the smallest act carries heaven's power. Be the one to remind them they are not forgotten. Be my arms embracing broken souls. Be the voice crying in the wilderness that there is a God who still waits, loves, and calls each one by name. You do not need to change the whole world, you only need to change the world of one person. From that one, the light will spread like fire. So begin today. Open your heart, speak, point the way, and intercede. Each soul is waiting to hear that there is still hope. You are the one I have chosen to declare it. My beloved child, today I look upon you with both pride and deep compassion. You have walked through storms you never foresaw and battled the darkness in the farthest corners of your soul. And yet, like a tender shoot rising boldly from barren stone, you have tasted the outpouring of my grace. I have seen your tears mingle with countless fervent prayers, and I have answered with my sustaining hand, with the warmth of unending love. You have witnessed my faithfulness, proven through every promise that has never failed. Each time you lost your way, there was always a hand drawing you back. You felt your heart tremble. You heard the gentle whisper guiding you. That was me saying, "Do not be afraid, for I am with you." My wondrous light pierced the veil of doubt, dispelling the shadows of confusion. And you stepped out in awe before a brand new horizon. You are not perfect. You carry the wounds of the past, the weight of mistakes, and the lingering scent of sins that once made you feel unworthy. But I have paid the price to redeem you from those stains through the blood my Son shed on the cross, so that you may be free. You stand without blemish before heaven, not because you deserve it, but because my mercy rises higher than every law. I lifted you from the mire. I washed you in grace. I exalted you with unconditional love. Yet the grace you have received was never meant for you to hide away in comfort. The gift I gave must overflow. The holy fire I placed in your heart was never intended merely to keep your life warm, but to bring warmth to other cold souls. I loved you so deeply that this love must pour forth like a mighty river that cannot be contained in a small pond. It must rush into the wide sea. I long for my love to burst within you, so that you may share it with those who have never tasted the true flavor of love. You are not only the beloved child within my house, you are also a messenger carrying the good news of the kingdom. You are an ambassador of heaven in a world filled with deceit. When you step outside, each step bears the authority of my throne. Each word you speak can become a torch to guide the lost. You are entrusted with the message of truth, the very message a world drowning in darkness and lies so desperately needs. Remember that you bear a noble responsibility, not to impose, not to judge, but to shine like a lamp on its stand, casting light into every hidden corner. When you live with transparency, when you give love without limit, when you endure suffering without losing hope, the world will see reflected in you the very image of God. Not one who judges in anger or punishes with cold indifference, but one who always draws near with mercy and renewal. In every conversation, let your words rise as a hymn of love. Do not hesitate to share your own story, the times you fell and the times I lifted you. For it is not the force of your words that matters most, but the authenticity of your experience. When you put aside pride and open your heart to share your wounds, you tell others that they are not alone, that they are not mistakes to be condemned, but children pursued by God Himself with unrelenting love. Take my prayer as a sharp spear piercing straight into the darkness of fear and doubt. Do not let the worries of daily life steal away my longing to connect with heaven. Each prayer of mine is an echo reaching your throne, and you will answer with supernatural strength and divine intervention. I cannot see the whole picture, and that is why I must trust in your Spirit. He will guide me in each small step, breathe the right thought into me at the right time, renew my strength when I am weary, and teach me how to hold the sail of faith to cross the storms of life. When I feel exhausted, let me rest in your arms. Do not let me struggle in the weakness of the flesh, for the true source of power lies in you. When I open my eyes in the quiet of dawn, let me take a deep breath and remind my heart, you are the one who restores my soul. Then I will step out, carrying the fresh strength that you have given. Let me be faithful to the work you have entrusted to me. Do not allow me to be swept away by the achievements of others, but let me focus on doing my own portion well. Whether it is a word of encouragement, a smile, or a moment of quiet listening, these seemingly small acts may be the very things that change a life. My child, live as one who has been rescued from the fire of hatred, from the long night of despair, from the abyss of hopelessness. Let your soul rise above the storm, for I have kept you steadfast. And as you experience my light, let the world see that the love of God is truth itself, an endless fountain, an eternal hope in the midst of a world so often chaotic and deceitful. So ignite the flame within you, my messenger. Lift your song like a bell of awakening for those still slumbering in illusion. Go forth with courage, for I, the one who has sent you, am with you now and forever. Step forward so that together we may complete the great work I have begun in you. My beloved, I am stirring a new stream of life deep within your soul. For I long that you not only understand my words, but also experience the fullness of what I feel. I want your heart to tremble with the pain of those who are lost, and to break with mine at the poverty of love in this world. When your spiritual eyes are opened, you will see the faces of lonely souls wandering in the darkness, hearts hardened by life's storms, and those who have forgotten that they were created in the very image of God. I do not ask you to keep a ledger of sins, but only that you allow compassion to awaken within your heart. Let that compassion flow through your tears, your warm prayers, and every gentle embrace. When you weep over another's disappointment, I myself will wash and soothe their wounds with my grace. And when you stand beside them, refusing to abandon them in the storm, you are bearing witness to my presence and my boundless love. The world today is saturated with noise, voices of argument, slander, restless ambition, and striving. Yet it is precisely in this atmosphere of confusion that truth, when spoken in love, can pierce through and reach a longing heart. You may feel your heart pounding as you step forward. Your words may stumble, and you may not feel eloquent before the crowd. But I do not require perfection from you. I only ask for obedience. All I ask is that you dare to speak, even if only in the simplest whisper, so long as it rises out of faith and love. When you step out of your comfort zone, when you push past distraction and hesitation, that is the very moment I will speak through your lips. I will place words into your mouth, filling every gap with heavenly power and wisdom. You need not fear that your message is too thin or your sermon too short, for I myself am the living word, and I will deliver the message of salvation through you. And when you act in love, I will move through you like a stream that nourishes and awakens seeds. Each time you reach out to lift the fallen, each time you accept the wandering, each time you choose forgiveness instead of condemnation, my power is being revealed through you. The world will see the mark of God, not in restless displays of miracles, but in tangible acts, in your cleaning up the fragments of another's broken life, in your kindling of hope in the hopeless, and in your bringing peace to hearts that have grown weary. Be patient with this process, for I do not rush you to reap too quickly. Spring winds do not hasten the blossoms, but gently nurture each bud until it becomes a fragrant bloom. So it is with you. Though the results may not appear before your eyes, do not let your spirit grow weary. Every word you speak, every soul you touch, every silent prayer you offer, all of these are threads being woven into the story of redemption, a story that only I can bring to completion. My child, you are not alone on this noble journey. I, the eternal sovereign, am standing beside you. I have spoken strength into you, spoken wisdom into you, and spoken a love that nothing can hinder. You need only open your heart in obedience and be ready to utter your yes the moment I say speak, go, love, and then I will do the rest. I will breathe the fire of revival through every breath you take. I will make each step you take leave blessings along the path of life, and I will cause the light within you to shine into the darkest places. So, my child, be courageous and move forward. Guard the flame I have placed in your heart and give it the chance to blaze forth in brilliance. Trials only make the fire burn brighter. Darkness only makes your light stand out more. Let me awaken in the depths of your soul compassion, obedience, and a longing to lead others out of the shadows. You will see that through your compassion and faith, The forgotten will receive hope, and the world will come to know that there is one who still loves ceaselessly, one who has spoken through you. I have come so that those who thirst for life may have it. My beloved child, my gospel is so simple that those who seek complexity are overwhelmed by its simplicity. The gospel is not found in countless chains of obligation, hidden in rigid rules, or reserved for outward rituals. The gospel does not come to control humanity through fear or to emphasize shame over past sins. It is simply this: I love them. My love is not a distant idea, but the most concrete of actions. I died for them. I bore pain in their place. I carried their sins. I rose again, defeating death to free them from the chains of ruin. I am alive, not merely as a story of the past, but as the present breath, longing for them to enter my embrace and live with me forever. This message is simple, but do not mistake its simplicity for weakness. No culture is strong enough to conceal it. No language barrier can block it. No matter what continent you stand on, what tongue you sing, what generation you belong to, or what circumstances you face, the gospel shines like a lighthouse that never dims. It reaches the hardest of hearts, causing even the driest souls to bleed hope for the first time. It knocks upon the doors of the most broken spirits, planting within them the whisper of resurrection. My child, do not hide this message in a drawer, or let it fade with the passing of time. There are people around you waiting to hear a true voice, a confirmation of unconditional love. I have watched over their lives long before you ever saw their faces. I have whispered into their dreams to sow seeds of hope. I have marked their paths with sacred signs, with wondrous coincidences. I have stirred a longing deep within them, so that when hope was gone, they still cried out in silence. Yet I do not impose. I honor free will. I only invite them with genuine love. And you, my messenger, are the one I have chosen to walk alongside them. Not because you are persuasive enough, but because you are sincere enough to speak on my behalf. You are the echo of the gospel, the outstretched hand welcoming them home. Every time you declare, I love you, it is my own voice speaking. Every time you recount the story of resurrection, Christ died and rose again for you, it is the miracle I am spreading. Every time you pray, I am sorry, I forgive, it is my grace flowing forth. Let the gospel stream through you each day. Speak the truth aloud. Plunge into life with real love, and allow me to fulfill the work of bringing eternal resurrection into the hearts of those who listen. You are a sacred part of their journey home, and my gospel, simple yet powerful, will continue to move countless souls in a world filled with chaos and deceit. Believe, live, and speak. My beloved, in this colorful, diverse world, I see wandering souls, those who are unlike you in circumstance, belief, or way of life. They may not share your meals, they may not call you brother, sister, or friend, yet they are still my children. Even if they come from places of darkness, even if they choose to run from the light, even if the faith they once embraced has now become a chain, still I say they belong to me. Their sins do not make me despise them. On the contrary, I see every tear they shed for their mistakes. I feel the weight of their shame. I know each battle in their minds, the struggle between hope and despair, the trembling over outcomes they fear. I do not turn away from such sin. I draw near to it. I sit beside the sinner, not to condemn, but to comfort. I touch the leper, unafraid of the filth of the flesh. I gather them in the arms of healing. I have wept with the grieving, so they may know their inner groans do not vanish into the void, but are heard by God who bears their burden. When I call out with open arms, I call even the simple fisherman, the lakeshore hunter braving the waves to feed his family. I call even the tax collector, despised by society as corrupt, for I know they are human, with private sorrows and the same longing to be loved. I call the passionate ones who once shouted for justice, though at times forgetting gentleness. I call the rejected, the betrayed, the abandoned, the imprisoned. No one is too far, no one too fallen, for me not to draw near. And I continue to call them through you. Every time you stretch out your hand to the lost, every time you open your mouth to share the truth, when you sit beside the lonely and listen without judgment, I am there, calling them. Do not think of yourself as small. Do not think your presence is insignificant. You are a vessel, a bridge between heaven and earth, an echo of the gospel. Do not lose heart in doing good, even when the results are not immediately before your eyes. I will not always show you the fruit of the harvest. Sometimes you sow a seed and think it has vanished into the ground. Sometimes you pray through the night and wonder if your words have touched any heart at all. You may stand among the crowd, speak the truth, and receive only skeptical glances or mocking laughter in return. But my child, do not let that cause you to falter. Keep sowing, keep speaking, keep loving, for I have promised that no seed you plant will be lost. As it is written, those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. Psalm 126:5. The words you speak in faith, even trembling, still carry the power to awaken hope. The gestures you offer in love, however small, still melt the ice of loneliness. Trust that I'm working behind the scenes. You may not see the ship of your heart leaving the harbor, but I am steering its course. You may not hear the words of gratitude from those you help, but I have heard them, and I remember every step your feet take. Every breath you release in prayer is inscribed in heaven's book of grace. When you endure rejection, when you receive suspicious looks, remember that the Creator Himself was also forsaken. I was hung upon the cross, forgotten in the crowd, to open the way for all. You act in that same love. You carry the light. You give those who dwell in darkness a glimpse of hope. So be courageous, my beloved, not because you are strong enough, but because I am with you. Not because you understand all things, but because I am teaching you through each step. Not because you are rich in experience, but because I renew you each day, making you fresh in faith, like the morning dew upon the field. Keep raising your hand toward those whom your natural eyes might not want to see, for they are different. Open your mouth to speak the truth with words that are not fancy, but sincere. Condemn the sin, but embrace the sinner. Warn of the danger, but lead them to the safe shore. Be like the shepherd who leads the lost flock back to the green pastures of peace. Be the map for the blind who choose to trust in love. Be the warm conduit in the bitter cold of winter. And when you are exhausted, when you believe you can no longer take another step, return to me. I will grant you new gifts, fresh strength, and a renewed longing to love. In the end, when you look back on the journey you have traveled, you will see my footprints beside yours, imprinted deep upon the sand. You will see hearts awakened, souls restored, and lives transformed. You will realize that every time you refused to give up, every time you chose to hold fast to my will to bring healing into a broken world, it was I completing my work of redemption through you. Trust me, beloved. Keep walking, even when the world doubts. Speak, even when your voice trembles. Love, even when your heart has been shaken. For I have called you to this mission, and I will be with you until the very end. Do not forget, there are those who seem nothing like you, yet I have woven them with threads of grace, and I am waiting for their return through you. My beloved, perhaps when you stretch out your hands to offer true love, you will receive indifference or rejection. They may turn their backs, never look again, or answer you only with a silent shake of the head. But do not let that extinguish the flame in your heart. Do not allow the door of refusal to cause you to falter. For genuine love does not depend on the receiver's response to carry its worth. You are not responsible for how they choose to act. You cannot control the pain or the walls within their hearts. The one thing for which you are accountable is obedience. Obedience to the call of love that I have placed within you. Each time you choose resentment or close your heart, you release your hold on the heavenly mission. But when you listen and walk forward with an open soul, you are fulfilling what I entrusted to you. Keep sowing. Even if the seeds you scatter are blown away by the wind or sink into the soil without sprouting at once, do not be discouraged. Vast fields still stretch before you, places where your feet have not yet trod, darkened corners still waiting for light to break through. Sow love, even in the most barren ground, for I will send the rain of grace in its appointed season. Keep praying. Every sigh you release before my throne rises like fragrance, never in vain. Perhaps you see no movement yet, but I am listening to each whisper. Perhaps the repeated prayers you lift in the quiet of the night have not yet shaken the heavens, but I will answer at the moment I know is best for the soul you pray for. Keep on loving. Do not be afraid that you have given too much and received too little in return. True abundance is not found where your feet rest, but where your heart is placed. Love is never diminished when you share it. On the contrary, it multiplies. Every small gesture, every tender kindness you show to the wandering soul is a seed of hope. The harvest will come. This is not an empty promise, but the eternal design of God. You may not immediately see the ripened fruit, yet I am quietly sending rain and gentle winds so that each green shoot may rise. You may feel longing as you wait or uncertainty as you hope, but I am already preparing an abundant harvest in my time. There are still lands nearby, cities and villages that have never once heard my gospel. There are villages where my name has never been spoken, not because I did not call, but because no one has yet dared to carry the message. There are people still chasing after dust, seeking fleeting happiness in wealth, fame, and pleasure, unaware that a true love is calling them home. There are still countless families trapped in cycles of sorrow, wounds of the father passed down to the child, cracks left unhealed, handed on like a burden without end. They do not know there's another path, a place where love does not oppress, where grace has no bottom, where forgiveness opens the door to restoration. I will not let those places remain without the sound of the gospel. I am sending my servants into every alley, into slums and grand offices, into prisons, into bustling doorways, and into the most hidden corners. They are laborers, business people, students, elders, and quiet volunteers. All of them are my workers, sowing again the seeds of love. And you are an irreplaceable piece in that mission. I have chosen you to be the one who carries the call for someone. You do not need miraculous powers. You only need a heart that is willing. Every time you step out, the unfolding layers of your life will touch someone who has never before heard of my love. You will speak on my behalf. You are not alone. There is one who loves you to the end, who died for you, and rose again, so that you would no longer remain silent in death. Keep sowing, keep praying, keep loving, as though tomorrow I will reap the harvest. For tomorrow may not come, but I have given you every moment of today. And through these moments, you will see the greatest harvest, not only in your own life, but in the lives of those you touch. Reach out your hand, step forward, and obey. For this mission is not for dreamers, but for the courageous who dare to love until the end. My child, you are the seed I have sown. I trust in you, and I will be with you until the harvest is fully ripe. My beloved, amid countless forms and rituals, there are still souls who follow the rules without ever sensing my heart. They repeat every prayer as if skimming a page. They sing hymns aloud, though their ears have never heard my tender whisper. Beneath solemn vestments they seem fervent, they seem bold, yet deep within, their souls are burning dry like a parched field. They obey without truly surrendering. They give offerings without giving their hearts. They sing words of praise while their hearts have never resonated with the gentle melody of grace. They come to church to fulfill a duty, not to meet me. They long for a sense of belonging, yet they avoid intimacy. They avoid the humble unveiling of themselves. They avoid the very invitation I give. Come close to me, that I may heal, that I may bring you into rhythm. Now I call you to rise as a messenger of truth and love. Do not merely explain what is permitted and what is forbidden. Speak truth with a tender heart. Do not strike with words of accusation, but extend your hand to lift the weary sheep out of the pit. Do not use language lined with harshness, but utter words overflowing with warmth. Come, let your soul be renewed. Come into my embrace without fear. Come to the one who does not condemn, but only longs to love. Call them into intimacy with the Creator, not merely to learn of my name, but to encounter my very being. Among the rows of pews, some are yearning to know that God is not a distant concept, but a real friend, a father who gathers his child into his arms each time they break into tears. They need to be assured that I am not merely the object of a religion, but the subject of a living relationship. Do not confine my love within the boundaries of rituals. Let them see me walk through locked doors, break the chains of hatred, and tear down every wall of separation. Tell them the story of Jesus, the one who held bread and wine as symbols of life, who stooped to wash the feet of his betrayer, who opened the tomb for the dead, who embraced the leper, and who gave life to the hopeless. Invite them to the banquet of grace, not with moral ledgers, but with hearts set ablaze by love. They need not stand in line waiting for their turn or memorize every rule. They only need to hear one invitation. Come as children of the Father. Come with your unguarded hearts that you may be sheltered. I do not seek a dazzling performance. I am not concerned with miracles staged for display or sermons polished like scripts. What I long for are sincere hearts, hearts that cry out, "Please use me." Hands willing to be lifted even in bitterness. Tears that fall not from fear, but from the realization of being loved beyond every flaw. Let those burdened by the weight of rituals feel the door opening into freedom. Let them see that the one who loves them is not the cold faces, the crowded pews, or the untouchable laws, but me, the one who invites them to lay down their burdens and find rest in grace. And when you extend the invitation, do not fear their refusal. Do not let rejection make you falter. For even when they turn away, I am still waiting on the other side of their hearts, still whispering hope. All you must do is faithfully sow the seed, and I will make it grow. Remember this: Wherever you set your heart, there I will touch. Wherever you sow love, I will send showers of grace. Wherever you speak words of gentle truth, I will guide weary souls back to green pastures. You do not walk alone. I have sent my Spirit to guide you, to open your eyes to those who sing yet thirst, who perform rituals yet remain lifeless. I will give you words that stir courage, strength that defies every barrier, and power that restores broken hearts. So step out, carrying the warm invitation of the Creator. Cast off every false glitter and hold fast to sincerity alone. Use love to dissolve boundaries, and use the call of invitation to shatter every rigid chain. For the gospel is not a list of requirements, but a simple relationship, yet powerful enough to transform the world. When you invite them not just to know about me, but to truly know me, that is the moment I become present among them. And from that moment, everything begins to change. My child, take hold of this mission with a fervent heart. Sing forth my invitation with your own voice. Stretch out your arms as if I myself were already waiting. Bear witness to my boundless grace. And I, the one who has spoken and who loves you immeasurably, am walking with you, so that this invitation may echo through every land, touch every life, until all paths lead home to the Father. Beloved child, when you encounter those who oppose me, those who scatter venomous words or cast disdainful glances, do not hasten to speak vengeance or respond with bitterness. Do not let their resistance draw you into fruitless disputes. For if you wield words as weapons, you only deepen the wounds on both sides. Instead, choose the path of love, of profound compassion, even when your opponent mocks or curses you. Love them actively. Pray for them each day. Offer blessings when their souls are thrust into despair. When you pray for your enemies, it is not merely a ritual before an altar, but a cry from the heart, just as St. Paul exhorted. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Romans 12:14. For in the very moment you earnestly intercede for that person, you are building a bridge to bring them back to me. Harsh words and violent gestures often do not spring from malice, but from wounds unhealed. When you face their sharp cries, look into their eyes to glimpse the hidden pain. Perhaps they have been betrayed, disappointed, or have placed too much hope in others, only to be hurt in return. They long for a shoulder to lean on, yet they erect walls of distance to shield themselves. Show them another way, the way of gentleness and forgiveness. When you gaze into their eyes with a calm heart, when you gently rest your hand on their shoulder without judgment, it is I who am using you to soothe their pain. You need not speak many words. Sometimes a single gesture of compassion, a sincere glance, or a brief encouragement is enough to warm their hearts. Do not be disheartened if they reject you. They have rejected me before. When I came to them with the gospel, they did not always open their hearts. When I knocked upon their doors, they turned away. Yet I did not condemn them. I, who died upon the cross, was myself rejected. I deeply know the loneliness of being refused. Rejoice then when you share in my suffering, for great is the blessing reserved for those who dare to carry the cross of true love. Continue to love without growing weary. Do not think that rejection is a sign to stop. Each time you lift your eyes upward and answer yes to me, you are bearing witness to an unconditional love, to a grace that never fails. Even when they turn their backs, I still follow after them, step by step. All you need to do is walk with me, even when you cannot see the moonlight, even when all you feel is the warmth beneath your feet. Hold fast to patience, as the farmer waits for the harvest. Sometimes the seed you sow requires time before it can sprout. Sometimes the words you speak only seep into another's heart after being heard again and again. Let your life itself be the testimony of such patience. Each gentle gesture, each quiet prayer, each act of acceptance and forgiveness is a fine stitch that mends fragments into a fabric of hope. Even if they reject you, do not let your heart be shattered. You are not responsible for their response. You are only responsible for your own voice, your own actions, your own heart offered up to me. Each time you choose to love instead of resisting, to pray instead of becoming angry, to bless instead of cursing, you are living out the gospel in its most vibrant form. Believe that the harvest is coming. Even if you do not witness the opening of hearts with your own eyes, I am silently at work, tending every seed you have sown. Perhaps today they have not yet responded, but I am shaping them through their experiences, through their disappointments, so that when the time is ripe, they will return to me like lost children who have found their way home. There are still countless lands awaiting the light of the gospel. There are villages, neighborhoods, and families that have never once heard the word of life, and I continue to send you, along with other servants, to go to them. You are a link in the vast chain of grace. You are the hand I use to weave that network. Even if you feel small, your role is still essential. So keep sowing, keep praying, keep loving. Every step you take, every word you speak, every glance you give is a knock upon the door of another's heart. Lay your hand upon their shoulder, not with pride, but with the attitude of a companion who knows what it means to hurt. Say, I am here, even if only in a whisper. For that I am here has the power to touch the depths of a soul. Those who once mocked you may one day rejoice at hearing the good news. Those who once built walls of separation may one day tear them down to step into the embrace of love. And when that day comes, you will not regret having sown seeds in the darkness. You will see that it has become the greatest harvest of grace. For I, the one who called you, will reap with you each golden sheath of wheat that I sent you to plant. Remember that you are a servant of the gospel, not its master. I am the Lord of the field. I am the master of the harvest. You are but an instrument of grace. When you obey, you allow me to use you in the way I desire. Though opposition may be fierce, I find peace in your obedience. For it is in endurance and unconditional love that I declare you have proven yourself worthy to be my messenger. So, my child, stand firm, be steadfast, be faithful, be unwavering. Continue to sow with hands that do not tire. Pray with a heart that does not falter, and love with a soul that does not retreat. The harvest overflowing with hope awaits you. And you are an irreplaceable part of my vast eternal plan of redemption. My beloved, in this radiant moment, I am unfolding a new chapter of grace in your generation. This is not a revival of some program from the past. This is an unprecedented beginning. A fresh wind of the Spirit is blowing through the soul of humanity, sweeping away the remnants of apathy and forgetfulness. I am awakening the human heart, one that seemed to harden into stone, so that it may once again be stirred by the love I have poured out for them. This is not merely a revival confined to sanctuaries where lights shine upon the faces of the faithful. This is a resurrection spilling into every corner of daily life. I am planting seeds of hope on bustling streets where passers-by scarcely glance at one another. I am igniting new life within homes where parents wrestle with the burdens of survival. I am kindling the hearts of those imprisoned not only by iron bars, but also by sin and regret. I am infusing the knowledge of God into every page, every pulpit, and every classroom, so that no child grows up untouched by compassion. And I have not forgotten the dark alleys, the crumbling apartments, the remote villages, places where my presence was thought absent, where people believed I no longer cared, until they witness a generous heart step forward and whisper, "I love you." I am raising up courageous voices everywhere, unafraid to proclaim my goodness. Their words resound not only in solemn assemblies, but also in cries heard in crowded markets, in casual conversations at street corners, in the laughter of playgrounds, in class reunions, across social media, and in the quiet of the night. When souls are lonely and long for someone to listen, these voices are not stifled by prejudice or confined to ceremonial scripts. They are flames burning brightly among the people, flames that spread hope, flames that spread mercy. I call upon those who refuse to remain silent, who will not allow hope to fade, who will not grow cold before injustice and temptation. They are the salt of the earth, the light of the world, those who are willing to tread paths no one has yet walked, sowing the seeds of the gospel wherever they are needed. You are one of them. I have placed within your heart a fire that cannot be extinguished, a longing to bear witness to unconditional love, a longing to see souls restored, a longing to hear laughter and songs of triumph rising in place of sorrow and lament. Do not shrink back when the journey grows difficult. Do not let doubtful eyes, whispered gossip, or doors slammed shut before you discourage your spirit. Do not say that someone else will take your place. For though I call to all, you are the one I have chosen for this mission. Though you may be but a single drop in the vast ocean, it is in that very drop that I will reveal the power to transform. You may feel small, you may tremble in the crowd, but look into my eyes. I have sent you. I have placed my heart within you. I have given you words to speak. I have granted you courage. Every time you trust and step forward, you are fulfilling my promise. Whoever bears my name, I will be with them. Understand this. The revival I bring is not confined to famous figures, renowned pastors, or sought-after speakers. It begins with you. With every lesson you teach, every story you share, every person you listen to, every meal you break together, every tear you shed with them. This is the underground stream that will rise to flood the barren land. When you are moved by the pain of a stranger, when you weep in the night for the abandoned, when your heart leaps at the sound of a soul's conversion, that is my hand reaching further through you. Remember, the power does not rest in your intellect, but in your heart, as you obey me. To obey me does not mean to be perfect, but to dare to draw nearer, to dare to love more, to dare to trust more. Offer to me every season of your life, the season of sowing and hope, the season of watering with prayer, the season of waiting in faith, and the season of reaping in joy. I do not praise you for how much you harvest, but for your perseverance in every step. Sometimes you may only sow, only pray, only love without seeing results. Yet I see every seed you plant. I remember every word you whisper. I uphold every heart you touch. Open your arms wide to embrace every stratum of society, from those who have never once heard of the gospel, to believers who may have forgotten its foundational love. Remember that the gospel is not merely a sermon, but your very life. Be a place of restoration for the weary, a lifeline of hope for the drowning, and a guiding light for the lost. Continue to lift up the call for each person who hears you. draw near to me. Lay down your burdens, for I am giving you a firm pillow to rest upon. Release your anxieties, for I have placed my peace within your heart. Abandon your shame, for I have borne your sins. Surrender your anger, for I have called you home to the Father. This is an age of revival, not only in the church, but in every household. Not only through preaching, but through presence. Not only by the old order, but by the breakthrough of mercy. I renewed people in the beginning, I have risen throughout dynasties, and now I long to renew each of you, my children, so that you may become a hymn of revival resounding far and wide. You do not walk alone. I, the Creator, the Redeemer, the Mighty One, am with you every step. And one day you will look back on this journey and see that I have accomplished something truly new in the midst of the old. I have rewritten the story of this generation through your heart. Beloved child, when you feel insufficient, when your words still tremble, when your heart has not yet found its firm footing, and your steps falter, do not fear. I am right beside you. Not far away to point fingers or judge, but near enough to hold your hand, to encourage and to guide. Even when you feel unworthy, I still choose you. Not because you are strong, but because I want you to see my power made perfect in your very weakness. When your heart is storm-tossed, when questions burn within you without answers, when the eyes around you hold suspicion or indifference, remember that I am the refuge of your soul. My spirit does not demand perfection, but grants boldness. My love does not shame you, but lifts you up, wipes away your tears, and whispers, "Rise, for you belong to me." My peace is not bound to circumstances. It is the hidden river flowing beneath every storm. Do not fix your gaze on what you lack. Do not count your shortcomings. Do not torment yourself over what you cannot change. Instead, lift your eyes and remember that I am the Eternal One, the same one who once declared, "Let there be light," and light came forth. That very one dwells in you. That very one is I, the one who created you, sustains you, and sends you forth. When you open your mouth, do not try to sound like the blaring trumpet of judgment. Let your words be like a stream of cool water that soothes broken souls. Let kindness be woven into the tone of your voice so that others do not feel condemned, but rather understood, touched, and gently invited to return. This world already holds too many shouts and accusations. Weary souls do not need another sentence of condemnation. They need a refuge. And I want you to be that refuge. Step into their lives like a ray of light, not like a sharpened blade. Be present as a friend, not as someone who points out their faults. Become a mirror that reflects my heart, not a cold statue representing rituals or rules. I do not need you to be a professional preacher. I need you to live a genuine life, one through which others may see me in the way you listen, the way you forgive, and the way you embrace without condition. I do not want you to represent a religion. I want you to embody a relationship. For those I love do not need another sermon. They need living evidence that I am love itself, that I am still searching for them, still waiting for them to return. You are the living letter I am writing, the witness I am using to reveal that love. Do not hesitate to open your arms to those who once opposed me. Do not fear drawing near to hardened souls. Those who may have mocked loudly, lived in darkness, or pushed me out of their lives. Do not look at them through the lens of their past. Behind that wall of hardness, more often than not, is a heart that has been wounded. A heart that once sought truth, but found only falsehood. That once longed for healing, but received only judgment. Let them taste my kindness through you. Invite them not to a gathering, but to an encounter with the one who loved them before they ever knew my name. Invite them to the banquet of grace. That table is not reserved only for the holy, but also for the broken. That table always has room for the wayward, the returning, the fallen. And I want you to be the bearer of that invitation, with a heart wide open and free from pride. When you feel incapable of doing great things, remember this: I did not call you because of your skill. I called you because I have already appointed your place in my eternal plan. Greatness does not always begin on pulpits or stages. Sometimes it begins in a gentle word of comfort to the despairing, a sincere embrace for the lonely, or a smile in the moment when someone is ready to give up. Such small acts, when done in love, become seeds that will yield a great harvest for my kingdom. Do not measure yourself by the standards of this world. They look at reputation, visible results, and things that can be counted. But I look at motives, at the heart, at quiet obedience. To me, a single tear shed in faithful prayer is more precious than a sermon preached before thousands if it lacks love. My beloved child, live as one who understands the value of grace. Forgive as one who has been forgiven. Love as one who has been loved in your weakest moments. Walk as one who knows you are upheld each day by the one who never forsakes you. When you live this way, I will do the rest. I will turn what you sow into a harvest. I will make your words become a source of hope. I will shape your life into a clear testimony that I am the living one who still works in this world. And in all that you do, never forget this: I do not seek perfection. I seek the heart. Not a capable heart, but an honest one. Not a heart that knows every answer, but a heart willing to say, "Here I am, Lord." My beloved child, in the moments when the world feels too loud, too complicated, too cold, I want you to be still and remember this: you are not forgotten. Not for a single moment have I taken my eyes off you. Every breath, every tear, every hidden smile, I have seen each one. Do not let the indifference of people dim the reality of my presence. Do not let the silence of circumstances make you think I do not hear. I am still working, still making a way, still preparing good things for you, even when you cannot yet see them. And the day will come when you look back and realize that it was in the darkness I planted the seeds of light. It was in the breaking that I reshaped you with my loving hands. It was in failure that I planted deep within you the understanding of grace. And you will no longer resent what has passed, but instead give thanks for it all. For it is through those very things that you have become who you are today. A person who loves more deeply, believes more firmly, and lives as a witness of eternal love. So now, my child, if you stand at the threshold of a new season, step into it with confidence. If you feel inadequate, remember that I am your sufficiency. If you are weary, rest your head upon my shoulder. And if you are seeking a beginning, this is the moment. Here and now, let us enter into prayer together. Not empty words, but a sincere offering from the depths of your heart. Let your words flow as a stream that connects you to the true source of life. Let your heart be filled with my breath through every prayer lifted in faith. Lord, I come before you with a bare and unguarded heart, without concealment, without embellishment, because I know that nothing can be hidden from your all-seeing eyes. I do not come with achievements or titles, but with the cracks in my soul, with the emptiness I cannot fill on my own, with the long nights spent wrestling in tears and fear. Lord, only you can see the deepest layers that I dare not let anyone else behold. Only you can understand the silent cries my lips cannot utter. Please embrace me in the fullness of your mercy and fill every hollow place within me with the life of heaven. I do not seek the praise of men. I long for your companionship. I do not ask for an easy path, only the assurance that you are walking with me. Heal the broken places in me with your very presence, and teach me to see life through the light of grace, rather than through the lens of fear. Lord, in moments when I tremble under the weight of my weakness, remind me that true strength does not come from human willpower, but from your Spirit. Time and again I have tried in my own strength to do what is good. But the more I strive, the more weary I become, and the clearer it is that I cannot go far without your sustaining hand. Fill me with courage that comes from above, not the arrogance that exalts self, but the steadiness of one who stands upon the unshakable rock. Give me a heart unafraid to step forward. Even if my hands still tremble and my eyes still sting with tears, let my heart brim with the boldness that only your love can bring forth. Grant me a spirit that does not retreat for fear of failure, that is not bound by the old voices of the past, but dares to walk into the new with feet anchored in the immovable peace of God. Lord, in a world filled with judgment and division, make me a stream of compassion. Keep me from being the one who points a condemning finger. Instead, let me be the one who opens wide arms to embrace. Teach me to speak truth with the gentleness of love, rather than to shout out righteousness with a hardened pride. Make me a soft light that illuminates, not a blade that deepens wounds. Help me to be a companion on the journey, not a critic on the sidelines. Teach me to reflect your true nature, a God who is not only just, but also abounding in kindness, not only holy, but overflowing with mercy. Lord, keep me from becoming a cold image of religion. Instead, let me be a living reflection of the Savior who sat at the table with tax collectors, who touched the leper, and who wept at the tomb of his friend. Lord, I pray that those around me will not only hear about you through books, but will taste and see your goodness through my life. May every small action of mine, a kind word, a gentle embrace, a loving gaze, carry the fragrance of your kingdom. Let my life be a place where others encounter unconditional acceptance, limitless forgiveness, and miraculous restoration. Make my life a bridge, not a wall. Let me be the one who knocks on the doors of weary hearts, inviting them to your banquet table, where there is always room, always a portion, and always love for all who choose to enter. Lord, I know that I am not called to be perfect, but chosen to be genuine. I want to be genuine in my stumblings, genuine in my faltering prayers, genuine even in the moments when my faith feels as fragile as a thread suspending a bell. And it is in that very honesty that I find you closer than ever. Do not let me wear a spiritual mask to please others only to lose the authenticity of my relationship with you. Teach me to live with sincerity, unadorned, unpretentious, yet radiant with light from within. For I do not long to impress, I long to influence. I do not wish for others to remember me, but that through me they may remember you. Lord, please rekindle within me the flame that was once extinguished by the winds of life, the flame of passion, of devotion, of the desire to live wholly for your will. There were times I let precious moments slip away because I was too occupied with worry, with fear, with hesitation. But today, I no longer wish to waste even a single minute. Burn away everything within me that does not belong to you. Every trace of pride, every slothful spirit, every habit of complacency. Teach me to live as though today were my last day and also my very first day of truly belonging to you. Place me in the right position, at the right time, in the right season you have appointed, so that I may not only exist but also bear fruit that endures for eternity. Lord, at last I surrender everything within me, the finished and the unfinished, into your hands. If there is anything of value in me, may you use it for your glory. If there is anything in me yet unhealed, may you use it to reveal your mercy. If there are dreams in me still incomplete, breathe into them the living breath of the Holy Spirit. And if I have nothing left but myself, Lord, please take me. For you alone are all I need. I choose surrender. I choose love. I choose to walk with you. I choose to belong to you. I offer this prayer in the holy name of Jesus Christ. Amen.